Hello, I'm Jenna.
And I'm Jill.
This is ASL Stew. Okay, so today we're doing a special video. We're talking about Deaf History Month. Yay! So it actually already started back in the middle of March and it will end in mid-April. So we thought we'd go ahead and focus on the April part and give you a few historical dates. So we'll say, what happened that day in history. So we'll just give you a few of those.
Okay, we're starting with April the 1st. And it's not an April Fool's. But back then on April the 1st, no, it's not. But on April the 1st, 1857, Amos Kendall appointed E.M., which stands for Edward Minor Gallaudet, to become the first superintendent for what is now called Gallaudet University. In the past, Kendall was involved in multiple ventures, which meant he was quite wealthy. So he noticed that there was a lot of deaf youth that were not educated. So he decided to donate 2 acres of his land to set up a deaf school. Now, in the past, it was for younger people, and then over time, it was changed, and now it became Gallaudet University.
April 2nd, 1964, the picture phone was invented. That's kind of an early beginning of visual modes of communication through the phone. And that eventually led to what we now have, which are video phones. So that was an early version in the 1964.
Wow, that was a long time ago. I didn't realize that. April the 7th, 1909, President Taft modified civil service exam requirements to allow deaf people to take the exam and go ahead and get governmental positions. Before that, they were banned. 2 people who were involved in advocating for that change were Olaf Hansen and George Veditz. The 2 of them advocated to help President change the requirements so deaf people could enter into governmental work.
April 8th, 1864, President Abraham Lincoln approved to let deaf students at Gallaudet University receive college degrees.
April 11th, 1920, a man by the name of Robert Haig Whitebrick was born. And he was famous for inventing the TTY, the teletype device. That was before the video phone. You know, like the thing you typed on? And some of you probably never used that because you're too young.
Yeah, I've actually used them before. The big machine, you put the phone on and then you type on there. But now nobody uses those.
And now there's video phones.
April 14th, 1945, the AAA, American Athletic Association of the Deaf, was founded. And what that did is help to improve competition within the nation for deaf athletes so they could be more involved and within the competition and have more variety of sports.
Yeah, deaf sports are an integral part of many deaf people's lives.
It's actually a big part of deaf culture.
Yes, that's true. April 15th, 1817, 2 deaf schools were founded. The first is Fanwood, and then American School for the Deaf. Fanwood, for the first year, did not admit any students because of a war happening during that time, so they couldn't accept any students. ASD, American School for the Deaf, were able to start admitting students right away. And they're still going now. I'm not sure about Fanwood, though, but I can put that down in the description.
April 26th, 1863, a woman by the name of Agatha Teagle who is married to Olaf Hansen, who we just recently spoke about. She was the second woman to graduate from Gallaudet University, and she was also the first woman to get a Bachelor's of Arts degree, which is really awesome.
One more interesting fact. It's not specifically a historical related thing, but it is part of history and will become part of history. And that is that the last Sunday of April, which happens this year to be on April the 30th, is called Mother Father Deaf Day. So that means that all of the CODAs, adults and children, all over the country celebrate and thank their parents who are deaf. Now, we're not CODAs, but I thought that'd be a really cool idea. So I will have a link for a website down below so you can take a look and read more about that. And if you are a CODA, adult or child, let us know, what do you do for your parents on Mother Father Deaf Day? How do you celebrate and acknowledge your parents?
And also, congratulations to all of the deaf parents out there.
Okay, so that is our video celebrating Deaf History Month. Hopefully you guys had fun and learned more about deaf history. And we'll definitely have more single videos related to different historical events in the future. But if you like this video, please click like and subscribe.
And also, if you want to provide support in any other way, you can look down in the description and we have links for our Patreon. You can see the different levels we have and some cool perks if you want to do that. Or for a one-time donation of any amount, you can look through our Ko-fi. We always appreciate any support that you provide for us. Thank you.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye!